Now, we need to juggle between heavy workloads, isn't it? We have deadlines, we have assignments to do, we need to meet targets. Aside that, we are going to work. We don't have this imbalance in our lives. Are you with me up to now? We've all been stressed before. Yes, so what are some of the things you say when you are stressed? Okay, let me tell you one thing. When you do this, some of the things you see about yourself that you think you are stressed.
At times, you easily get annoyed with everyone around you.
Good. Anyone else?
No, let me give them a mic. Don't worry.
Okay.
Please tell me.
Some also have, tell us.
Headache.
Wait, have you thought about that?
What about bad temper?
It's one. And all these things happen because our body has a way of responding to things around us, okay? And our body is structured in such a way that when we are stressed, we perceive this or we see this happens, the body continuously releases hormones, okay? I will not go into it, but your body is preparing you to fight. So how are you going to fight your boss who is asking you to write your hormones? Your body is draining because it's not releasing it to fight. And when this happens, you begin to have headaches. Some people also have flu or cold. So when you go to the hospital and have your normal lab test, they're saying there's nothing wrong. So some people say, my stomach is hurting. My head aches. I have pains or chronic back pain. So all these are symptoms of stress. Notwithstanding this, these are just physical symptoms of stress. Then we have psychological effects of that stress. And one of it is, I need to do that. So this is one of the psychological effects of stress. Another one is lack of self-esteem. Do you know why? Do you know why stress gives you lack of self-esteem? Exactly. I think today you need a present, isn't it?
Yes.
So yes, effects of stress is that when we are not able to meet the demands, you see, stress is a normal response to demands. But however, when these demands become more than you can handle, then it becomes a chronic stress. And then you begin to have all the symptoms you mentioned. You have headaches, you have stomach upset, people have heat in their stomachs. All these are effects of stress. Nevertheless, as we are talking about stress, we also have work-related stress. When you are not able to cope with your life and work, there are certain things or certain signs, you become very unhappy. Any task you are given to, you begin to find fault with the task. Okay, so these are some of the signs of somebody who doesn't have a balance between his work and his life. Are you with me? Good. Another aspect, the more they stay at work, when they close, the more they think about their work. Are you with me? So if I need to work from 9 to 5, and I close at 7, and I get home at 9, I'm still thinking about the thing I couldn't finish, still being in the office till 7 p.m. So this creates a cycle. I have time to go back to, and then stress has a very thin line between mental health problem and stress. So some people feel, or there has been research saying that what is really stress? Is it the problems we face that is the stress? Or is the result of the problems that we have? So you see, because some mentioned for this area, and that's why we're going to have this discussion. So that based on this
topic, how to manage it? Because you're supposed to work, your company is
experience stress at work. So you need to know what is really stressing you. For example, is it the bills you have to pay at home? If that is the problem, then you need to sit down and plan. Is it family problems? So you need to strike a balance how you're going to, sort out your issues either with a spouse or you have other family relations. So this becomes your stress. So if you're not able to handle between the two. Now, if you have children who are sick at home, so you need to plan. This is the second point. Where you have to identify what causes your stress, then you know how to tackle that stress. The third one is you need to address what you have to do sometimes. There are certain things that happen to you in life. You can't control them. They are outside stresses. You can't control them. You can't control the work schedule that comes to your life or how you see it. So when you see stress coming to you, what do? Do you embrace it? We embrace it. And we start to brood and ruminate the stresses that come your way during the busy schedules. And I think another option you can do is organizing your time. So apart from knowing the kind of person you work, whether it's morning or evening, you need to also organize your time, prioritize your schedule. So you set smart goals, okay? So if in the morning you can, it's always good to do a to-do list. So there are many applications you can do. There's Wonderlist, there's Evernote, and things like that. So you create what you need to do for that day. And when you accomplish it, you clear your mask. And when this happens, you can reward yourself. So today, I'll share something with you about Mondays, because people have this perception about Monday. Monday again, isn't it? Yes, for me, I love Mondays because it's one of my favorite days. And I always look out for Monday because it's a day of Mondays. So I realized people were always very bitter towards Monday. They wish their weekend
which is not fair to those of us born on Monday.
Yes,
how many Advents and Kojos are here? We don't like that when people say I hate Monday morning, and I think I've got more questions than I think. So maybe we should open up. What do you think? Open up for how we can actually overcome the stress and what to do on a Monday morning, for example. I like to take Mondays easy. I do take Mondays easy.